Dearly beloved, family, and treasured friends, we are gathered here today to celebrate one of life's greatest moments and to cherish the words that will unite Celia and Benjamin in marriage. Marriage is the promise between two people who love each other and who trust in that love, who honor one another as individuals, and who wish to spend the rest of their lives together. This ceremony also unites all of us with Celia and Benjamin as witnesses to their love and their vows. We share their joy and their commitment. One of the greatest rewards of a wedding day is the joining together of the couple's family and friends. Just as these two beautiful souls have become one, so shall we all become one in spirit with them, especially those who gave them life. Benjamin and Celia have asked that we recognize you. They are grateful for your presence, especially in light of the distance that many of you have traveled to be here with them today. They are grateful to each and every one of you for the love, friendship, and nurturing that you've given them throughout their lives. We come together not to mark the beginning of a relationship, but to affirm a bond that Benjamin and Celia have already made. This ceremony is a symbol of how far they have come in the past 5 years. It is a symbol of the promises they have made to each other to continue growing stronger as individuals and as partners, no matter what challenges they encounter together in the years before them. For Benjamin and Celia, marriage is an affirmation of life, an undying commitment, a spiritual, emotional, and intellectual bond between two people. It is created from the purest of friendship, respect, and love. The institution of marriage is not entered into lightly because it is a commitment to meet all the challenges and obstacles of life head-on. Marriage is an adventure in the most intimate of human relationships. It is the mutual commitment of two people sincerely in love who share the same dreams about life. But more than that, it is the intimate sharing of two lives. It is a sharing that does not diminish, but enhances the individuality of each partner. For Benjamin and Celia, love is the longing two people feel for one another. It is the need to share in body and spirit the warmth, serenity, and peace two people can give to one another. A simple touch, a hand held at a time of uncertainty. This is what it means to be intimately human. It is the intention behind the kiss that says, despite the vastness of this earth, despite the chaotic details that make up our lives, despite the hundreds of people we will meet in our travels, you are mine, and I am yours forever. Love is life's highest emotion. It makes us less selfish, it makes our personalities grow, and it makes our lives more meaningful. It is caring about the welfare and happiness of your partner as your own. Love makes burdens lighter because you divide them. It makes joys more intense because you share them. And it makes you stronger so you can reach out and become involved with life in ways you dared not risk alone.
Celia and Benjamin, today your lives, which began on separate paths, will be joined as one. A successful relationship takes more than just love. It takes trust, to know in your hearts that you want only the best for each other. It takes dedication to stay open to one another, to learn and grow even when it is difficult to do so. And it takes faith to go forward together without knowing what the future holds for you both. You have chosen to walk through life together. There is no truer statement of love. The choice was not made by any one moment, but by being together, you grew to realize that you belong together and that you fulfilled each other's needs. You have come to thrive upon each other's presence, loyalty, and wisdom. The foundation of your love is profound friendship, a friendship you have always nurtured until at last you realize that you wanted to be together always. The commitment you make today will be the foundation on which you build your life together. Dear friends and family, Celia and Benjamin met when they were in college. They were introduced by a mutual friend in the dining hall in front of the soft serve machine. Each one of them describes the moment as an instant and mutual attraction. For Benjamin, it was Celia's effortless beauty, a reserved nature, a young shyness, and a smile that quickly drew him in. Celia also found Benjamin attractive, but said it was when she heard him sing that she melted. She remembered in particular the Crosby, Stills, and Nash song, Southern Cross. They dated briefly, but then parted ways. And 5 years later, which is 5 years ago, they met again, through music, at a friend's show at the bitter end in the village. It seems the time was right then. A few weeks later, Celia was getting on a plane to Paris, and Benjamin convinced her to take him along. And here we are today. Celia and Benjamin have described what we ourselves have witnessed in the past 5 years, a life of joy and love together. They both describe laughter as an important part of their relationship, goofing off, enjoying the moment, and staying young. Laughter brings a lightheartedness, through which they challenge and encourage each other to take risks, to open their hearts, and to grow together. The levity comes from a deep passion and love for each other and for the people in their lives. They call each other best friend, and today we share the joy as these best friends join hands in marriage.
Benjamin, Celia, please take each other's hands as an expression that you are joined together in love, so you may feel the gift that you are to each other. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, holding yours as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will always be reaching for yours. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind, or comfort you in illness. These are the hands that will wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children and help you to hold your family as one. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Family and friends, let us celebrate these four hands. May they continue to hold one another strong in times of stress or unhappiness, and tender as they nurture each other in love.
My arm is so tired.
You take Celia to be your wife, your partner in life, and your one true love. Will you cherish your union and love her more each day than you did the day before? Will you trust and respect her, laugh and cry with her, love her faithfully through good times and bad, regardless of the obstacles you face together? Will you give your hand, your heart, and your love from this day forward, as long as you both shall live? Celia, you take Benjamin to be your husband, your partner in life, and your one true love. Will you cherish your union and love him more each day than you did the day before? Will you trust and respect him, laugh and cry with him, love him faithfully through good times and bad, regardless of the obstacles you may face together? Will you give your hand, your heart, and your love from this day forward, for as long as you both shall live? Benjamin, place this ring on Celia's finger. Repeat after me. Celia, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
Celia, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love for you.
Celia, please place the ring on Benjamin's finger. Repeat after me. Benjamin, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love for you. You have made your marriage vows to one another, witnessed by your friends and family. You have sealed your vows by the giving and receiving of these rings. And so, by the power vested in me, I pronounce you husband and wife, and invite you to seal the ceremony with a kiss.
Everyone for being here. I know you've traveled from a variety of distances, and it means the world to us to have all of you here. We went through a variety of stages in planning this. Some of you more closely connected may know how many iterations of this wedding we went through before finally deciding on tonight.
City Hall.
That was so, that was obviously something we consider very strongly, but at the end of the day, I think, as soon as we kind of imagined tonight exactly as it looks with all of you here, was when we finally realized that this is what we wanted. So
amazing to see all of our friends and family.
thank you all. And, in the spirit of that, I'd like to actually ask for Miguel and Chelsea to share a few words, but if there's anything that anyone wants to share, they're only appetizers. We'd love to hear.
Me first? Yeah, thanks, Miguel. Just like to say a few quick words in celebration of the new Mr. and Mrs. Ben and Celia. For those of you who don't know me, I am Celia's sister, Chelsea. Not biologically speaking, of course, but I'm a crier too. I didn't think I would. But in every other sense of the word, we're sisters.
Come on, Shelley, you can do it.
We even looked alike growing up. The teachers would always confuse us. Even when we wore the black leggings, the black slip-on shoes, the silk reversible flower pattern jacket that we wore. I remember thinking that blue jeans were so weird because we wore those so often. To give you an idea of how long I've known Celia, we first met on the school bus headed into kindergarten, discussing our affections for Album Child, the movie. That was a quarter of a century ago. And we were basically inseparable after that. And although we enjoyed the movie, we ourselves were pretty good children. To be honest, my memories with you, Seal, they're more of an all-encompassing warm blanket feeling, rather than separate and distant incidents. You've always been honest with me, always been someone I can trust, confide in, and lean on, so thank you for that. From the endless pleas and the blissful childhood, through the trials of high school, and the distance logistics of college, we've always remained best friends. You've always been there for me, whether it was icing my butt when I sat on a bee, that time in the yard, or even recently when you stood with me as I too got married. And in a cheesy summer camp reference, because I have to, wild, wild horses couldn't drag me away. I look forward to seeing what other milestones the rest of the century will hold for us. And then, relatively speaking, you just recently came into my life. But that doesn't seem to matter. I already feel like I know you. You're already family. Maybe it's because I saw how you care for Celia. It's an unconditional love that I recognize because I too feel that way. I've seen you calm her when she gets agitated. I've also seen you try to agitate her when she a little dose of playful fun. Most importantly to me is that I know with you, she's always safe, loved, and protected. So as you two go off, I can only hope that you'll both continue to share with each other the qualities that make you both fantastic people. That in times of sadness, you'll be caring and compassionate. In times of anger, you'll be forgiving. And in times of weakness, you'll be each other's support. May you always feel as close as you do today, or closer. May your lives be graced with good health. May you always find happiness in your home, and may it be a refuge from the storms of life. May your love grow ever stronger as you share your lives together, and may your future be even more wonderful than you even possible. You're truly lucky to have each other. Ben and Celia.
Cheers.
I met Benjamin probably the first day of 5th grade. I still remember it distinctly. We were on our way to Summerland, and Benjamin was wearing a t-shirt from the movie The Scout that he loved so much. Benjamin at the time had 2 t-shirts in his wardrobe. One was a Mossimo shirt that Emily had given him. The other was a Scout t-shirt. And we sat together on the bus. And I don't think at that point we knew it, but but it developed into a beautiful friendship, and it's been a long time now. And I was trying to think this morning the day I first met Celia, and I can't remember honestly. Do you have? It was your birthday, so okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. We showed up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then we sat outside on the balcony until about the sun rose that morning. And I knew at that point that it was that something was happening here. It was a beautiful thing, and and I'm just so happy for the two of you, and happy to be able to witness this and be here today. And I feel like the iterations of the wedding that Benjamin talked about earlier, every time he called me and told me about it, he goes, "Would you be into that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be there. Just tell me when." And 6 times later, we finally got to what it is now. And so I'm just really happy to be part of this and be here for you guys to share the beautiful union and witness your lives together. So.